Buyer beware. Kaufe auf eigene Gefahr.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please?
Der Verletzte, ich glaube, der ist tot.
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Ja, das habe ich auch gerade gesagt.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
Hey,
Gut.
I think I see a body.
Everybody stay back. Let us do our job.
Da glitzt irgendwas hin.
Broad daylight, crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
Aha. Siegerleiter. Okay. Aha. Gut, wenn man
Seized the
weiß.
letter. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Gut. Als nächstes. Kopf. Hast du einen Beweis bei dir? Nein, habe ich nicht. Kann ich ihm das Genick brechen oder sowas? Egal. Der Arm. Nix. Ah, die andere Tasche. Ja, nein. Na. Der Arm. Ach, nix. Gut, dann scheiß drauf. Ich glaube, der Körper hat keine weiteren Beweise für uns. Aber da hat was geglänzt, ja, das sehe ich.
Alright, yes.
Patronenhülsen. Ja.
These look like 32s.
Gut. Das kenne ich doch noch. Aus dem Trailer. Und ich weiß, was da drin ist. Eine Waffe, das kann ich mir noch erinnern dran.
FN Browning. Serial number.
Das haben sie schon im Trailer gezeigt, dass da eine Waffe in Mülleimer ist.
Run it by a gun store.
Ah, Waffenladen.
Gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Okay. Was habe ich denn alles? Jo. Schön.
This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Okay.
Don't you people have anything?
Sir, I'm Officer
Ah.
Wells. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run into the shoe store.
Okay.
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Warum sagt er mir das? Ich bin selber Polizist.
Can I?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Ah, das stand doch auch auf diesem Zettel drauf, Galette. Gut, fragen wir gleich einmal. Okay. Aktenzeugenbericht.
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Ich glaube nicht. Ja, und sie schaut einen noch nicht an. Ich glaube, sie lügt. Ja, sie lügt. Aus dem, ja, Lüge.
You're lying, Miss Galetta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
Aber nein, der Ratenzahlungsbeleg, oder? Weil da ist ja Sigaletta, das ist ihr Name. Gut, nehmen wir das.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Galetta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh God, I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Dummchen.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
Gut.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
Ah, sie sieht schon wieder ziemlich... Sie schaut einem schon wieder nicht ins Auge. Ah, ob sie lügt. Na, Lüge hatten wir schon. Ich mache mal anzweifeln.
You're making me angry, Miss
Richtig,
Galetta.
yeah.
Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Okay. Religiöses Motiv.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Galetta?
It's difficult to remember.
Der hat uns doch bis hinten
Some
vorne
of them were
belogen
so
bisher.
many, and they were so loud.
Okay, jetzt schaut sie schon etwas trauriger dran. Könnte sein, dass sie... Lüge, nein. Egal, machen wir die 3 komplett und machen mal Wahrheit. Schauen wir mal, ob es funktioniert.
Need you
Ah,
to
geil!
concentrate, Miss Galetta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. Been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
Intuitionspunkte. Sehr geil! Gleich bei der ersten Befragung richtig gelegen. Gut, und jetzt machen wir uns auf zu dem Waffengeschäft, oder?
We have the murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Ah, muss ich gar nicht zu... Ah, es gab zwei Möglichkeiten also, oder? Weil jetzt muss ich ja nicht mehr zu dem Geschäft. Sehr geil. Wo ist denn das? Ah, Juwelier. Soll ich noch zum Waffenladen? Gibt es noch Sinn? Ah, machen wir noch zum Waffenladen. Okay, Karte. Nee, du fährst, ich hab keinen Bock. Leider gibt's hier kein Navi.
You can drive.
Los geht's. Sind sicherlich auch mehr Beweise dabei. Überstützt einfach zu handeln geht nicht.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was
Also
his name.
Kalu ist ganz
Thing looks
sicher.
like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield Jewelry Store just up on Broadway.
Richtig, man
Thanks
hätte
for
es auf beide Weisen finden können. Aber wir haben einen weiteren Hinweis, das kann nur helfen. Gut, aber jetzt würde ich mal sagen, das war's wieder mal. Ich bin Wilshire 77 und wir sehen uns. Bis dann. Tschüss.